Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today guys, I have a video that's a little different than usual, and it is more about shop organization, specifically your angle grinders. If you're like me, you've got a ton of angle grinders kicking around the shop. I literally keep different attachments or consumables at the end of my angle grinders. One's got a cutting disc, one's got a wire wheel, one's got a flap disc to sharpen lawnmower blades, and another one has a grinding disc, etc. So I've got probably, without exaggeration, 10 grinders or more in my repair shop. And I hate to say it, and I'm a bit embarrassed that I've been working in a very disorganized way with my grinders over the years, and I'll show you exactly how I'm going to sort that out. I'll show you the mess that they're in right now and how I've decided to sort that out. So here's my mess of grinders right here on the floor outside the door here, the back door where I sharpen my blades. And if I go right here, I've got a toolbox with more grinders under there. And the issue that I'm running across are all the cords getting tangled everywhere. When I go to grab one of these grinders over here, the cord's always stuck in there. Like I said, it's not a good professional way to work with your grinders. And as you can see, I've got different attachments on pretty well every grinder that I have. That is to save time when I'm busy, but this here does not save me time. It causes me aggravation. So what I did is I Googled it. I came up with these, got these on Temu. You can get single ones to put your grinders in. You put one at a time in this one. This one here will actually hold 3, and I'll show you how I am going to install this one here today. I've already put some all over the shop strategically where I work, and I'll show you that right now. So right beside my toolbox here, I've put 2 right here. They're screwed on the toolbox. They're black. They're harder to see on my black toolbox. And look at how nice they go into there. Man, I should have done this years ago. And I can probably put 2 to 3 more on this toolbox here. What I did is I drilled a small hole first, like 1/16. Then I used number 10 self-tapping screws, and it's holding on pretty good on the toolbox. Now if I open my back door here where I grind all my blades down and sharpen them, and I've got a bench grinder right here as well, which I use angle grinders around this area as well. I've actually put one right on the wall here. Well, not the wall, but the door jamb of my back door. And I've got a small work table at the back of the shop. I've put one right here as well. So when I'm actually working on stuff, I can put it in there instead of putting it on the ground to go back to grab it to use it again. And outside the front of the shop here, I've got a solid metal table for working on engines and welding. And I've actually put a holder right here as well. So when I'm working, my grinders are easy to reach out of the way. Much, much better, guys. I cannot believe how more efficient that makes things. And where it holds the grinder, there's a small holder for the cord. Super awesome, guys. And here's a closer look at them. The metal is quite thin, but it's actually pretty strong. It's not like you got to put a lot of pressure on them anyways. And here's the one here that will hold 3 grinders. And I kind of saved this one to show you how I will install it. I'm going to put this one right at the end of my work table here. Then I can have 3 grinders hanging there all the time. So I've got these big screws I showed you earlier, and there's some holes here for the screws underneath. And you want it to be facing this way because your grinders go into these circles here, and there's 3 as you can see. So again, put it in a spot in your shop where they will not be in your way. So I put it down a little lower because sometimes I open the drawer in my toolbox here. Okay, I'll just put a grinder here for now. And yes, I can open my toolbox. Awesome. So I can actually put 4 screws to hold this holder here that will hold 3 grinders. And here it is, 3 grinders, and yes, it will hold a 5-inch grinder. This is a 5-inch grinder here. The disc is a bit worn out, but it does fit in the holder. It's pretty solid, and I'm sure this will do me really good. And it's handy again, guys, to have, like I said, a bunch of them installed everywhere that you work in your workshop. Oftentimes I'm working outside and I like to have my grinder in a nice neat place, and this will do the trick. So I actually got quite a few extra ones here, but I am finding spots every week around the shop to where they can go. I like it when I work and that I can work neatly and not have my tools on the ground in the dirt or tripping in the cords. Now I've also put 2 holders here by my front door of the shop. I'm going to keep them there because I'm often grinding stuff, fixing equipment, or welding right here at the front door of the shop. And by the way, you can even put your cordless grinders in those holders. They do fit and they're strong enough to hold them. Now if you got a table like this that is all steel, you could actually weld them right onto the table. No screwing or bolting, just weld it on. So these came from Temu, as I mentioned. Make sure to check them out. I've put the links to all the holders in today's video in the video description. If you download the Temu app, you can probably insert better discount codes to get them even cheaper. If you watch the sales on Temu, guys, some days you can get them for half price or less. That's kind of what I do when I order stuff on there. So hopefully this gives you an idea to organize your grinders. If you're like me, you probably have, you know, a whole bunch of grinders with a bunch of attachments on them. I hope the video has helped you. Again, make sure to check them out, temu.com. Have a great day.